What's going on YouTube? Jason here. Quick video before I go for my lunch, and I want to talk about a topic that will get me a lot of thumbs down, that is about Chinese watches. Alright, I would just want to urge you all, don't make your entire watch collection all about watches that you buy from AliExpress. Specifically, don't let it be all the watches that are homages or near copies of popular and current Swiss and Japanese models. Okay, so I can see where some of you are coming from in terms of economics, in terms of your values towards your own money. After all, your money, your choice. But sometimes when I see a 10 to 20 watch collection of all these homages or near copies of the current and popular Swiss models, I do wonder, what is the purpose of collecting watches? Isn't it about having something that pretty much is unique? And if you were to use the argument that all these watches that you buy from AliExpress, they are a fraction of the the original watch that they are homaging or are photocopying, then if you buy 10 to 20, I would say that you have a chance to own at least one or two of the original. Again, this topic gets me a lot of thumbs down because people just hear the part AliExpress bad. They practice a lot of selective hearing, and I just want to show you the watches that are on my table. And I will only say that I bought this Baltony from AliExpress, and this is probably going to be the only Chinese watch that I want to sell in the first wave. All right, so the rest I would be holding on to them a bit longer, and I do eventually wish to sell them because my collection is really really unyieldy. I've got 40 pieces. Servicing will be a BITCH. And just look at some of these Chinese watch on the second wave of sales, or my consolidation. Let's just talk about the Seagal 1963. I will only be selling this because eventually I may plan to get the one with the solid case back. Those of you who know the backstory, there is a belief that only the ones with the solid case back, the original Seagal 1963 made from the Tianjin factory. Okay, I have seen those available for sale from Seagal directly on JD.com, but guess what? It costs about 400-500 Singapore dollars. All right, 400-500 Singapore dollars for the exact same watch. I've also got a Shanghai 7210, a reissue. I saw a comment recently, somebody saying that I was crazy. I get a lot of hate comments nowadays. I tend to hate these comments. That's why I call them hate comments. They say that the comment says that in fact the ones that are collectible are the really old watches, those manufactured from the 70s and the 80s, and I do not disagree. There is always a market for vintage watches. This reissue actually costs about 250 or 350 Singapore dollars, so that's a bit pricey for pretty much a well-used design. And the movement, I'm not sure which movement this is using. And talk about the two Seagulls that were bought directly. Alright, so this is the 5-1, the rose gold is the 5-1. This is the one with the Eastern Arabic dials. Nothing wrong with them. This has got a good movement. But I just want to point out that this is the ST2130. Somebody told me it's the ST2130 movement. The winding feels a bit stiff. It looks as if it may break anytime if I wind a bit further, but it is a well-designed watch. Alright, applied indices with lume pips at the corner and a nice logo at the 6 o'clock, the 12 o'clock text. Could be applied, but this is what you're getting for the money that you paid. The Seagal Eastern Arabic dial, the big issue with this watch is that the date window is in white. If it was in blue color, less conspicuous, maybe it would stay longer. Alright, the case back, you see the Seagal movement. I think this is also the 2130 movement. Let me wind it, see if I get the resistance issue that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, there's some resistance, a bit stiff I feel. It's smooth, it's not ratchety, but there's a lot of resistance. Alright. And finally, another watch. This brand shouldn't be a stranger to you. This is a San Martin climbing watch with the suggestions that it is a BB36 homage. I have worn a BB58. I have to say that the case wears very well on most slender wrists. I would say that it is very competitive with the Smiths that I have in my collection. Alright, so the one thing about this watch, after wearing it, it's very comfortable. But San Martin, they have to sort out their logo. Alright, right now, because it's close to 12 o'clock, the snowflake style hand obscures the hexagonal logo. But when I wear the watch, sometimes when I look at the time, because the watch dial is relatively small, the logo just sticks out. It's okay when it's on the buckle, alright? It's okay when it's on the buckle, but they could have done with their first gen text style that just says San Martin. I'm not sure what's holding them back. I mean, even Seagal, when they do it on this watch, a simple text logo, it's not bad, it's good. Maybe it could have been an applied logo, but that's another story altogether. So, not all Chinese watches are bad. Not all Chinese watches, some Chinese watches should be in a collection. 1 or 3 pieces for a 10 to 20 watch collection, that's about reasonable. But when I see a 10 to 20 watch collection consisting entirely of AliExpress homages, right? Specifically AliExpress homages of current and popular Swiss and Chinese models, I really do not understand. Let me know what you think. I could be wrong. If you dislike what you hear, just smash the thumbs down button. Just unsubscribe and just don't watch my videos at all. Alright? Thank you very much. Cheers.